I've been receiving a lot of requests for various trick tips. So I figured what I would do is start with an ollie and with each video work my way up into more difficult tricks. That way there's something for everybody and everyone's happy. So if you don't know how to ollie, hopefully by the end of this video you will. Ollies are probably the most important trick you can learn. You need it to get into grinds or manuals or on things, off of things, over things. Basically, once you learn it, it really opens up the doors for what's possible on a skateboard. So you see what it is, but how does it work? You pop the tail off the ground while jumping, which sends the nose of the board up into the air. Then you slide your front foot up to the nose, which levels it out, and you land and roll away. Now, before you try this trick, it's a good idea to be comfortable with just rolling around. So if you don't have that down, you should probably do that first. But if you already have that down, let's get into the ollie. The first step to an ollie is the proper footing. So I like to have my front foot around the middle of the board at about a 45-degree angle and my back foot teetering on the tail with my weight on my toes. Now everybody's a little bit different, so this may not work perfectly for you. Some people like to have their foot straight or up higher, but this is personally where I like to have it. The reason for having your weight on your toes is pretty simple. If you were to try to jump flat-footed, you don't get much height, just watch. But if you jump off of your toes, you go much higher in the air. That will definitely help add height to your ollies. Step 2 is getting comfortable with the popping motion. So at first, you're gonna wanna just go into the tail stop position and back down. And once you have that, you should try popping the board up and getting the wheels off the ground, but don't jump, like this. That'll really help you get used to the pop, because a lot of times when people start trying ollies, the tail doesn't even hit the ground and they end up looking like this. Step 3, as silly as it might sound, it's basically just practicing an ollie without being on your board. So just kind of imagine you're doing an ollie. Just watch this. It's kind of like galloping like a horse or something, I guess. But if you do that exact motion on a skateboard, you do a basic ollie. Just watch. A lot of tutorials talk about how important it is to slide your front foot up. Now, I'm not saying that's not very important, because it's extremely important. But there is an easier way to think about it instead of fixating on that slide. And that is to actually think about just jumping towards the nose when you ollie. If you have all those steps down, the next thing to do is to just go to some grass or a soft surface and try it out. I don't recommend doing it on pavement for your first time because it's very unforgiving and you can slip out and really hurt yourself. Now, I have seen people going to cracks in sidewalks and putting their back wheels there, and that kind of keeps you stationary when you try it, but still, maybe try it on grass first. Once you're comfortable with your ollies on a soft surface, you can take it to the street and even try it moving. The only thing is, there is a risk of injury, so I do recommend wearing elbow pads, knee pads, helmet. Not only will it keep you safe, it'll make you more confident when you're trying because you won't be so afraid. From that point onwards, it's just practice. A lot of people will not get it in the first day or even maybe the first week, but if you keep at it, you will eventually get it, and if you keep practicing from there, you will end up with really nice ollies. I'm gonna end the video there. Hopefully you learned something from this. Now, I don't know how well I explained everything because this is the first tutorial I've ever made. I may have forgotten something or skimmed past something, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video and good luck with your ollies. Peace.